Hi everyone, I'm David Mather, Head of Brand for Corgi.
And I'm Michael Clegg, Flight Specialist here at Corgi.
Whatever a flight specialist actually is, Michael, of course.
Yes, well, only I know that. So
Yeah, no,
I'll let you into the secret one day.
It is a proper mystery, but I think, sort of, considering your job title, we are in probably the best place for a flight specialist to be today.
With the best background.
With the best backgrounds, definitely. We're at the Biggin Hill Heritage Hangar, where we're going to be unboxing the final product of our brand new tool, Supermarine Spitfire T9. We came here 14 months ago in October 2021 to scan this very aircraft, and we're going to be using it as our background and base to reveal the final product. When we visited in 2021, we asked the Airfix team very nicely if we could borrow Luke, their researcher, to carry out a LiDAR scan for us of the aircraft.
So with this one, just on the iPad, it's as simple as press that, set your settings, so you've got 3 options for density, so low, medium, high, or resolution. So I'll go high on this one. We want images, so keep that.
So with the image, it actually maps delivery of the aircraft onto the scan?
Yeah, so it will sort of assign a colour value to each point that's on the aircraft skin. So you end up with not only a 360 image, but also a colour value on that point, so that you can see if
it maps it on, which is incredibly useful in this case, because more often than not when we scan an aircraft, we're not actually scanning it to reproduce delivery of the aircraft we're scanning.
Yeah, normally.
Whereas with this one, we want to make this aircraft, so we're actually going to capture the data of delivery, and it'll be as accurate as it can be.
No room for error there then. So yeah, normally we just do images because it helps the designer sort of work around the aircraft and know what they're looking at, if you've got actual visual image rather than black and white dots. This button here is a double scan button, so it would do the scan twice, and between those 2 scans it will recognise the bits that have moved in between the 2 and delete them automatically. So if someone walks between the scanner on the first one, it will scan again and then go, hang on, that bit's moved, delete that. So it automatically recognises people walking around. And then this button here is called Viz, so that's a system on the actual scanner that means that the 4 cameras on the side recognise fixed points in space, and that gives it its sort of position. So if you picked it up and moved it now, it will go, oh, I've moved 2 meters that way, and know automatically, which helps when you then come to overlap them onto one. So if we just press go for now, it will start setting up into life, spinning round, sort of getting its bearings, and then it will spin up, capture the points, captures 2 million points a second in this setting. So quite a bit, and it goes for just under 2 minutes. And then it will do a final pass where it takes the HD images, and then that's it. That's your setup, and then you repeat multiple times and you build up your 3D image.
It takes about, how long do you reckon it'll take?
Probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah. Not too bad. Plenty of time to enjoy the space.
Yeah.
Right, so 2 hours later we're finished, and we need to get out of the way because they're actually going to fly this now. So paying customers coming in, better move. So nearly a year and a half later, we actually have our final product. There's been quite a lot of work in between. Quite a lot of that's been covered off by you, Michael, in the Diecast Diaries blog.
Yeah, it's always nice to keep people informed on the current progress of these projects, and so we've seen every iteration of it right the way through from original announcement right the way through to engineering samples.
It looks quite nice in the silver, but not as nice as the final thing.
We might have to do one in silver because it does look nice, and then of course we're ready today for the big unveil, which we're really proud to do because as we've said previously, this is the first time that we've ever, as a company, scanned a Spitfire. So it's a big project for us. It's the first, and of course, with it being a 2-seat Spitfire, it's the first model of a 2-seat Spitfire in diecast that's been produced. So really quite an exciting day for us, and we needed to be near the real thing to unveil it.
We had to make use of the real thing, I think, because I think it's only sort of fitting in a way. Yeah. I think so. I think without further ado, we may as well show you what's in this box.
Before we extend our welcome.
Yeah, it's quite an active workshop, you might have noticed that.
it's quite a pressured situation, but quite a monumental one for us. So it's the opportunity to open the advanced production sample of a model that we've been planning for quite some time now, and we're doing it on the aircraft that we actually scanned and was inspiration for it. So obviously desperate not to damage the model and the real aeroplane. I think we've actually got a chap who's here behind me to make sure that if I do that, I'll get a clipped ear, but hopefully that's not going to happen. But it's, as I say, it's a proud moment. So the actual aeroplane that inspired this release is just below us, which is quite unique for us. So we can let people see what they can look forward to in the very near future. A beautiful model of a T.9 Spitfire in Grey Nurse livery. That really does look the part. And I've managed to avoid damaging the real aeroplane, which would not have been good. But yeah, it's been about 18 months in the making. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's been a really special day for us here, and it's come to an end, unfortunately. So we would like to thank the good people here at the Biggin Hill Heritage Hangar for the hospitality, both today and on the previous visits where we've scanned their aeroplane. And we're really pleased to have been able to unveil the model in front of the real aircraft, and we think it looks absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, coming very, very soon indeed. Thank you very much for watching.
See you soon.